Check. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the fifth in our series of community choir music classes. This is with the Fort Washington Collegiate Church Community Choir, which rehearses usually Tuesday evenings at this time, 7:30 to 9:30, though tonight we'll only go till 9 o'clock. And during this time, we are going to be doing classes in essential musicianship, sight singing, rhythms, a little bit of music theory, and any other kinds of fun things that we pick up along the way. So forgive my late start. I'm experimenting with some fancier equipment tonight, slightly fancier. First of all, thank you all for joining me. Hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and get comfortable in whatever chair you're sitting in, or if you're standing, and let's go ahead and just do a basic physical warm-up. Go ahead and roll your shoulders backward. And roll your shoulders forward. And let's take our head around gently clockwise. And gently back the other direction. And go ahead and stand up from wherever you're seated. And let's go ahead and bend down. Just checking the live stream. Go ahead and bend down. There we are. Take a few deep breaths in. Feel the back of your rib cage expand. Keep your knees soft, head hanging, arms relaxed. And let's take a deep breath and high on-sigh here. And one more. And deep breath in, coming up nice and slowly, out on a hiss. And we already rolled our shoulders backward. Let's go ahead and put our hands on the side of our rib cage. Breathe in, feel your ribs expand out to the side. And let's breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out on a hiss for 24. Ready? And in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, and out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Let it all out. Same thing. Ready? And in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Good. Let's do some dog pants. First, big dog. Excuse me. Big dog and. And little dog. One more big dog. And one more little dog. And go ahead and yawn it out. The big dog gets me every time. Go ahead and give your masseter muscle a little massage. And relax your jaw. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of humming. So just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on a hum and. Now going down, switch to NG. Deep breath. Good. Let's do me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. They open and me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. And then on the other yard side. And let's go up to our head voice. And how about a little snee-o-oo? Snee-o-oo. Here we go. Nice deep breath. And snee-o-oo. 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 Snee-o, and one more. Snee-o, join me. Good. Let out one more yawn sigh. So, we're back after a week off, and we're also at our new time at 7:30. So let me know if this time works generally for you. It's a little bit of an adjustment. It feels like the late night after hours here at the apartment. Tonight we're going to start with a little bit of singing by scale degree and ear training, and then we'll transition over into some of the theory we were doing last week with the circle of fifths and key changes. And we're also going to start looking at some exercises in the Robert Ottman ear training sight singing book that I included in your email via PDF. So keep that handy, though I'm going to do a screen share in a little while, and you should be able to follow along with me on my screen if you can't pull it up separately. So let's start with just a quick refresher of our scale degrees. So we're singing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sing that all together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Back down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's do alternating. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 1, 7, 2, 1. And then we'll go back down. Okay? Here we go. Let's sing it together slowly. And 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 1, 7, 2, 1. 1, 1, 6, 7, 5, 6, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7, 1. Let's do it one more time, a little faster. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 1, 7, 2, 1. 1, 6, 7, 5, 6, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7, 1. Now let's sing 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So first 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. And we're going to go up to, we're going to go back down to lower 1. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Sing it with me. And 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Now 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Now we're going to go down to 7. 7, 2, 5, 2, 7. 7, 2, 5, 2, 7. And 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Let's do that whole sequence again. Here we go. Nice deep breath. Let your neighbors hear you. And 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. 7, 2, 5, 2, 7. 7, 2, 5, 2, 7. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Good. So this is something you can, a little mental warm-up you can include in your daily practice of scale degrees. Remember that the important part is not even necessarily the singing out loud. It's the exercising your executive function and being able to place these pitches in your imagination, in the front of your brain. That if I say, sing 6, you're going to say, well, hold on a second. I don't exactly know where 6 is right off the top of my head, but I know where 1 is, and I know where 5 is. 5. So it's just an easy walk to get up to 6. Okay? So if I said sing, now I say sing 7, you have 6 in your mind. You're keeping that pitch present in your mind. And you go up to 7. Now sing 5. 5. Now can you go down to 3? 3. Now sing 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Now sing 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Now let's sing 1, 2, 6, 2, 1. 1, 2, 6. And as I'm singing 6, I'm anchoring myself to 5. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 5, 6. I know that 6 is right above 5. Here's 6, here's 5. So sing 1, 2, 6, 2, 1. 1, 2, 6, 2, 1. And when I'm coming back down, let's say I'm going to do a high leap from high 1, 1 to 7 to 2 to 1. I'm going to anchor myself down to the bottom 1. I'm going to imagine that pitch almost before I hear 2. So 1, 7, 2, 1. So I'm thinking in my mind 1, 7, 1, 2. Okay, you see the process? So if at first you're struggling, how do I pick 6 out of midair? How do I pick 2 out of midair? Anchor yourself to these fundamental 1, 5, 1, and soon enough you'll find yourself grabbing those pitches a lot quicker. So let's sing a couple of sequences together. Let's change keys. Let's see. So here's 1. Let's sing 4, 3, 2, 7, 1. So lower 7. So here, if this is 1, can you find 4? 1. And again, if you struggle at first, 1, 2, 3. Just walk up. So here's 1. So let's sing 4, 3, 2, 7, 1. 4, 3, 2, 7, 1. Now let's sing 1, 3, 5, high 7, 6, 4, 2, low 7, 1. Okay, so 1, 3, 5, 7, then down to 6, 4, 2, lower 7, and then back up to 1. Let's try it slowly. Here we go. 1, 3, 5, 7. Now back down to 6, 4, 2, 7, 1. Let's try that again. Keep all those numbers present in your mind. 1, 3, 5, 7, 6, 4, 2, 7, 1. Good. Do you remember how we've practiced Happy Birthday? Let's see how well you've been washing your hands this week, folks. Can you sing Happy Birthday on the scale degrees with me? So we start here. This is scale degree 5, because this is 1, 7, 6, 5. Here we go. And 5, 5, 6, 5, 1, 7, 5, 5, 6, 5, 2, 1. Now an octave jump. 5, 5, 5, 3, 1. There's just your 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 1, 7, 6. Now go to 4. 4, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. This time's for the money. Starting on 5 and 5, 5, 6, 5, 1, 7. 5, 5, 6, 5, 2, 1. 5, 5, 5, 3, 1, 7, 6. 4, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and let out a deep breath and high on sigh. Woo! So now we're going to transition over to the other camera to do a little bit of music theory. So please stand by. Just switching cameras really quickly. We'll be right back. Bud, wake up. Okay, and we're back. Back to the paper. So remember that last week we started talking about key signatures a little bit more in depth, and we started talking about the circle of fifths. Hooray! So, a little review. I'm sorry, it was 2 weeks ago. We first had a discussion of intervals and their qualities. So we talked about how we measure the distance between multiple pitches. So the clef in this case doesn't really matter because this distance is going to be measured similarly. But for now, let's just put this in grand staff. So here I am at a C, and I'm going up to the note G. And we count from the note 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So G is 5 away from C. In this case, the G above this middle C is a fifth away. Okay? And so, because this is a G natural, we call this a perfect fifth. But if we were to, for example, flat the G, remember that it could also have another quality, a diminished fifth. We're going to keep discussing this in more detail. I don't want to spend too much time on it today. I want to get right back to the Robert Ottman book and sight singing. But I just want to give us a quick refresher on key signatures and the circle of fifths. And understanding intervals is the first step. So let's say so this is a diminished fifth from C to G flat. Say I go from my C and I go to an E. It's a third, for example. But it's not just a third, it's a major third. If I make that E flat, it becomes a minor third. Okay, is this ringing a bell? I hope so. If you need some review on this, go back and review the fourth class that we had together. So, we spoke last time about this wonderful little theory tool called the circle of fifths. Because to zoom out for a second, the whole point of being able to sing on these numbers and scale degrees, the application of that comes into play when we actually know what key we're in. And so last time we met, we looked a little bit at, we started to look at the circle of fifths. And the important concept is when we go up the circle of fifths, let's say that we're starting on C. If we go up the circle of fifths, we're going to add sharps to our key signature. If we go down the circle of fifths, we're going to add flats to our key signature. Okay? So let's actually take a moment. I am going to show you a graphic that's kind of handy. Let's see. So here we are looking at the formal circle of fifths. So you can see that if we go from C at the very top of the circle and we go over to the right, or in this case we'll think of it as up, okay, we go to the C, the fifth above C, we add a sharp. We keep going around and we go up a fifth to the note D, we add another sharp. Okay, we continue going around, and you can see where the flats and sharps actually intersect, and we have an enharmonic equivalence here, G flat and F sharp. We could either have the key of F sharp, which uses 6 sharps, or 6 flats in the case of G flat. And so those keys will sound the same, but be written differently, either based around the center of F sharp or based around G flat. So if I start back up at the top again at C, and I go down a fourth, go down a fifth to F below C, and F becomes my home, becomes my key, we add a flat. Going down again, add another flat to B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, etc. Now, we spoke about this last week, and I just want to reinforce this concept. You said, Chris, how do we know what flat to add? How do we know what sharp to add? That is a great question. So remember that last week, or 2 weeks ago rather, we started out singing our scale degree here, C, where we're using all white notes as they were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. All right, now to get that same major scale quality, but starting on G, go up here to G. Come on, camera, you can come with me. Starting on G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well that doesn't have the major quality, does it? Ah, but taking this F here and raising it a half step, making it F sharp, suddenly creates that major key quality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Ah, here we are. Our new home is G major, the key of 1 sharp. See if I can pull it up here for you on my paper. Our key of 1 sharp, G major. Now I keep going around. Let's say I go from G, and now I go up a fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go up to D, up the circle of fifths. What sharp do I need to add? Well, we retain the F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, ran into the same problem. I must raise my 7th scale degree from that previous key. Right? So when we go up the circle of fifths, up to the next level, the next sharp that we add is on scale degree 7. So we can predict what sharp we're going to add. We don't even have to try it. We can predict if we go up a fifth to A, what's the 7th scale degree of, if we count from A, what's the 7th scale degree? G. So we're going to raise the G, right? And so this pattern continues. E major, we raise the 7th scale degree, right? So that's the pattern. Now, going back the other way, again, to review this from last time. So we go down the circle of fifths to F. That doesn't quite sound right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that sounds better. What did I do? I flatted the B. You say, well, that's the 4th. That doesn't have to do with the 7th. What is this? What are you talking about? What's this gibberish you're teaching, Chris? B is the lowered 7th from C. So we're just going, it's literally like the inverse, right? So we've taken the key of C major, and we've lowered the 7th in order to go down. So when you look at it that way, now I'm going to lower the 7th of F. Okay, when I go down a fifth, a perfect fifth to B flat, and there's my 4th degree of the scale that was previously the lowered 7th. All right, I'm going to keep going down to E flat now. So E flat, I was in B flat, I'm going to lower scale degree 7, so now my key of E flat is going to have the note A flat, right? Okay, but this quickly becomes somewhat of a second nature, and so it's really helpful the more you see these key signatures, the more you'll just start to memorize these things. You'll see 1 sharp and you'll say, ah, my home is G. 2 sharps, ah, my home is D. 3 sharps, my home is A, etc. 3 flats, the key of E flat. Now, you'll see in the center of the circle, there's something I haven't spoke of yet, which you'll see a lowercase letter in this case. So you see that under the top piece of the pie, C, there's a lowercase a. In this case, this chart is showing us what we call the relative minor of the key. So the piece could be an A minor, and it's going to use that same key signature. The C major and A minor are going to use the same key signature. Sorry, I'm trying to turn myself up, and it's not working. Let me try something. Sorry, guys. I feel very quiet. Create new. No, here we go. Okay. Ah, there we go. Now I feel like I'm back a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. So you'll notice under G, the relative minor of G is E. The relative minor of D is B. And what is the relationship between these uppercase major keys and lowercase minor keys? The relationship is a minor third away. So A minor is a minor third lower than C major. C sharp is a minor third lower than E, etc. And that's something we can look at more with more detail another time. For now, let's practice. Let's go back to the keyboard for just another minute, and let's practice a little bit more sight singing with key signatures. So I see my new piece for the first time. Zoom in here for you. I see my piece for the first time, and I'll put bass clef down here too. And I see 4 sharps. Wow. And we're just going to deal with pitches for now. We'll deal with rhythm later. So 4 sharps is going to be the key of E major. Again, it could be C sharp minor, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So I've identified my key, I've identified my home. So that means that the note E becomes 1. There's 1. So now I'm going to write my piece for you, and I'll do one in bass clef as well. But let's start with sorry, this is a little crooked. Let's start with treble clef. So if this is 1, then I'm going to sing this pitch. I'm going to walk up 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first interval is a fourth away, and this is scale degree 4. 1, 4, 3. Notice that this interval actually looks similar, right? I go from a line to a space like that. This is also a fourth away, but it's not scale degree 4, it's scale degree 6. So I go from 3, 4, 5, 6. So far I have 1, 4, 3, 6, 5. I'm going to write the answer down here. 5, and this is F sharp. F sharp's relationship to E is just a step away, right? A whole step away. 2, so this is 2, 2, 1, and we're back to 1. We've gone all the way up an octave. So let's sing it right to here. So 1, 4, 3, 6, 5, 2, 1. Let's see if we can keep going. 1, 7, 5, 7, 5. There's that interval that we practiced earlier, right? So that little exercise, 1, 6, 7, 5, starts to come in handy, right? We're relying on multiple tools to figure this out. We're starting to use the intervals. Oh, I know what a third sounds like. We're using the numbers. Oh, I know what 7 to 5 sounds like. 1, 7, 5, 3. 1, 7, 5, 3. Let's all sing that together. 1, 7, 5, 3. Hey, and then we're back home. 1, 7, 1. Let's sing it right from here again. From 1, 7, 5, 3. Here we go. 1, 7, 5, 3. 1, 7, 1. Okay, let's sing this all together from the beginning. 1, 4, 3, 6, 5, 2, 1, 7, 5, 3, 1, 7, 1. All right, for the basses, let's do something for you. Give you a hard one. So here we start on 1, 7, 1, 7, 4, 7, 4, And does anyone know, bonus question, write in the comments, what is this interval? 1, 7, 4. It doesn't sound like this opening fourth, does it? 1, 4, 1, 7, 4, 7, 4. I'm sorry, I moved here a little bit. Here we go, I went sharp. 1, 7, 4, right? Remember that interval from last week? It's what we call a tritone. In this case, it's an augmented fourth, right? Also called the devil in music. We'll come back to intervals. We'll have a big interval day in a week or two and really work on this stuff. So if this is flying by, that's okay. So 1, 7, 4, 5, 1, 7, 4, 5. Part of the reason it's called the devil in music is because it's hard to sing. 1, 7, 4. And so counterpoint teachers would have their students use this interval very strategically or avoid it altogether. Because it's not very grateful for the voice, as they would say. 1, 7, 4, 5. But because this resolves up, it's actually not so bad. 1, 7, 4, 5, 2, 1. 3, 6, 2, 1. So let me use the piano because my voice doesn't go that low tonight. 1, 7, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3, 6, 2, 1. Let's sing that all together, basses. And tenors, you can sing it up here if you want. I'll sing it with you, tenors. 1, 7, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3, 6, 2, 1. This is actually kind of a tricky jump. So we go from interval of a third here to an interval of a fourth, right? From 3 to 6. Now you might say, wait, 3 to 6, shouldn't that be a third? No, because we're counting from the note. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a fourth. Don't let the numbers confuse you. Okay? So 1, 3, 6, 2, 3, 6, 2. These are sort of fourths stacked on top of each other. Fourth, fourth. You kind of get that really open guitar tuning sound. 3, 6, 2, 1. Try it from here, everybody. 1, 3, 6, 2, 1. 1, 3, 6, 2, 1. Okay? Basses and tenors, let's do it all together. Everyone can join in, sopranos and altos as well. So 1, 7, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3, 6, 2, 1. Okay? So another example of how we've applied this sight singing via scale degrees. We've determined our home. We've said, our home seems to be E major. 4 sharps in the key signature. We've learned how we can find this out through the circle of fifths, but more likely we've spent enough time living with the circle of fifths that we just know this after a while, that 4 sharps is either going to be E major or possibly C sharp minor, which we'll explore minor in future episodes. And that guides us as we begin to sight sing. Now we are going to transition over to the Robert Ottman book, which I sent to all of you. So I'm going to go on standby mode here for a second. Let's get a little bit of our Brad Meldau back. And we're going to transition to Robert Ottman. So take a moment to pull that file up. And here we are. Now to the screen share. So this is page 14 in the packet that I sent you. So you can take a moment to pull up page 14. I've got this really handy pen tool called Epic Pen, where I can draw on the board here. So I'm going to try this out tonight and see if it's useful. Let's see. So here's our first exercise, 2.1. You can see that they've drawn this these notes here on the note C, which are going to indicate to us where home is. They're actually indicating to us what we call the tonic or the key signature. So I'm going to go ahead and play for us that tonic, which will help center us, and then we're going to try and sing this exercise together. So here's our home. So we know that this is the key of C major. We have no flats or sharps in our key signature, and we're going to try singing this on the scale degrees in time from the beginning. So here's our tempo. I'll just give us a slow tempo for now. Let me turn down my microphone ever so slightly. Here we go. So let's try it. Here's 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Let's do that again, just a little bit faster. So again, we're only singing on the scale degrees. We're not singing, I'm going to royally confuse you in a moment, and we're going to sing this on the rhythm. But let's just sing it on the scale degrees. Here we go, one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the great thing about this PDF that you now have is you can go back and you can practice any of these exercises. So if you're blowing through this, you're like, yeah, I did this, then you're good. Then go toward the back of the PDF. If this is new and you say, hey, slow down, I want to practice this, then you can take this PDF, print it out, look at it on your iPad, and work on this yourself. So now, just for the sake of being consistent here for a moment, now let's take this. This little exercise, and we're going to sing it on the rhythm. So there we go. My pencil is a little thick there. So remember that now we're counting quarter notes, right? So now we're singing the actual 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now if I sing this on the rhythm, don't be confused by the intersection of the scale degrees and the rhythm, right? We are now singing on the rhythmic value. So the quarter note, which we have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see how these two things work in concert together but intersect in a very confusing way. So let's try one more time. We're going to sing this first on the, check this out, I've got this great highlighter, how cool. First we're going to sing it on the rhythm, then we're going to sing it on the scale degrees. But you know that we're using both of these number systems at the same time when we're sight reading. So let's first sing it on the rhythm. Here we go, 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go back and sing it on the scale degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, that whole time I'm thinking that inner pulse of quarter note subdivisions, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's skip around here. Let's go to let's skip 2.2. Let's go to 2.3. Let's see, I'm going to use color. Here we go, 2.3. And now, so what do we have to look at? First, we look at our key signature, 1 sharp, so we've only gone up 1 notch from C major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are in the key of G. Okay, so we're in G major, so I know that here they've indicated to us with this little basketball on the pitch G that G is 1, G is home. Okay? So most of you can probably read this 8th note rhythm correctly, but let's actually start with the rhythm first on this one. So we're going to speak 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. I'm sorry, the second thing we look at after the key signature is the time signature. Right? So we have 2 quarter notes in the measure, right? 2 is the number of quarter notes that fill up this bar. So we see that whatever we have in this measure, it adds up to the equivalent of 2 quarter notes. We have 2/8 and a quarter. We have a quarter note, a quarter rest. We could have, in this case, 4/8 notes. Always comes back to filling up our swimming pool with the equivalent of 2 quarter notes. So first let's speak the rhythm. Because rhythm is actually, in some cases, trickier than pitch. So let's count it. We're only counting to 2 now. So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1. Rest. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, let's do that again. 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, rest. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, rest. Okay, so now that we've got the rhythm, that's actually not so bad. Let's get our G pitch to center ourselves on scale degree 1. We'll go back to the piano here. It's not too out of tune. So this is 1, here's our G. So now let's sing it on the scale degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So here we go. We'll go slowly. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, or sorry, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 2, 1, rest. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. And man, you can sing it down here if you want, or right here is good, wherever is comfortable. Okay, notice the 7. Right, the trick is that we're constantly reorienting our number scheme based on this key signature. Okay, let's try it again. Here we go, 2.3. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a moment to review that or practice that if that took a minute for you. This video will live on in perpetuity forever, hopefully relatively long. Anyway, so you can review it. Let's go ahead. The next exercise looks pretty easy. It's also in G major, also starts on scale degree 1. Let's keep going. What is this? Okay. So we notice that now our key signature contains 2 flats. We've gone down twice from the circle of fifths. So we started at C, we've gone down twice, so we've gone from the next fifth down, F. We've gone down another fifth, another perfect fifth, to B flat. Sorry, I don't have a better pencil tool. One step at a time. So our key is the key of B flat. Again, it could be the relative minor, G minor, but we can certainly sing it correctly either way. If this was in G minor and we sang the scale degrees as if it was B flat, it actually wouldn't make a difference regarding the sound. We would sing it correctly. Let us first sing the rhythm, and then we will sing the scale degrees. So just speak the rhythm once. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Rest. Okay, oh, that's it. It's just 4 bars. Okay. If you like, you could just hold out 3 for 2 beats. You could say 1 and 2 and 3. I always kind of like to know where I am. So I like to say 3, 4 and just hold it out. That helps me. Let's speak the rhythm one more time. Again, we're in 4/4, so there are 4 quarter notes in the measure. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Rest. Okay? Now let's take a look at the scale degrees. So here you notice that our little, I'm going to call this the basketball because I think that's funny. The basketball is on the note B flat, but we do not start on B flat. They've actually shown us here, this little caret with the number 5 is actually the technical way of writing a scale degree. So if you see that number in this book, a number with a caret over top of it, you know that it's talking about the scale degree. And they've also used the fixed do term of sol, right? So you could sing sol, la, si, do, re, do, la, sol, fa. If you're using, I'm sorry, no, movable do, scratch that. Men in Black, erase everything I just said. Sol is the movable do term. I'm thinking, what the heck? Remember that what we're doing with scale degrees, movable do. What we're doing with scale degrees is much better, which I'll explain that in a second. There's a really great illustration in the front of this packet that we'll look at in a moment. But let's go ahead and sing on the scale degrees. This should be fa. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So we're going to sing. We're going to sing on scale degree 5. So let's find our B flat. So here's 1. So let's see if we can find 5. So you could either go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you could go 1, 7, 6, 5. I think it's going to be more comfortable to start here on 5. Okay, so we're going to sing 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 7, 1. Okay, let's do that all together. Here we go from the beginning. 1, 2, here's 5 and 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 7, 1. Okay, I'm going to erase my markings here. Let's do one more and then we'll hop up to the front of the packet. So notice, whoa, do not want that to be so fat. Here we go. So notice that we've now just added a flat. So we've gone down the circle of fifths again from the key of B flat. We've gone down another fifth. Now we are in the key of E flat here. So E flat is our home. So hey, great news. And notice they've eliminated the basketballs here. So as we go down, they've eliminated the basketballs. So you're on your own. You're on your own, kids. No basketballs. So let's take a look now at 2.6. I'll use another color for that. Why does it always go back to this thick marker? Anyway, 2.6. So we're in the key of E flat or C minor, but we're going to assume E flat for now. 4/4, 4 quarter notes to a measure. The first note is E flat, so we know that's scale degree 1. So let's first, actually, let's put the two together. Let's sing the, let's see if we can sight read the rhythm while we sing the scale degrees. So we're going to sing the scale degree numbers. 1, this is going to be 1. So here's the beat, here's the pulse. Let's sing it together. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going sharp tonight, guys. I'm really sorry. I've even been taking it easy on the bourbon this week. I'm still going sharp. 1, here we go. Let's try singing it one more time. Here's our pulse. Start on scale degree 1, singing, and 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, and just to review the rhythm, to make it even more confusing, the rhythm we would speak 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, rest. Okay, are you thoroughly confused? Good. Not knowing is the first step to knowing. So let's go back to the top. Look at all this fun rhythm stuff. I hope I copied this for you. Where is it? Ah, no, wait, I'm sorry. It's further down to the first melody packet here. Here we go. Okay, this is on page 13 of your packet. So, read this silently while I read it aloud. Pitch solmization for Western music has a venerable history, dating back approximately 1,000 years to Guido d'Arezzo. Its longevity is easily explained. With practice, most musicians find that solmization facilitates accurate sight singing. Several different systems are currently used. So, what they're talking about here, number one, movable do solfege, where the tonic note is do. That's what most of us in America are taught. Basically, do, a deer, a female deer, re, a tropic golden sun. Right? Scale degrees where the tonic note is 1. That's what I'm teaching you, because that's ultimately, I think, the most useful way to become better at this stuff quickly. All right? Scale degrees. Letter names, which we could sing E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, which can be a little cumbersome. We don't love letter names. They're already familiar to us North American musicians. Fixed do solfege, where C is do, even when C is not the tonic. So that's another system, so instead of singing looking down here, instead of singing the letter names, we're just singing this fixed do solfege. So it's just a nicer sounding version of singing solfege. Oh, I lost it. I'm sorry. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here we go. There's a lot of pages in this. Shoot. I now empathize with all of the teachers. Okay, so the system that we're using is, again, scale degree numbers. here. But there are essentially 4 ways of doing this. I find scale degree numbers to be the most helpful because they then translate more rapidly to other theory application, like using, thinking about harmony in terms of Roman numerals, the 1 chord, the 5 chord, the 6 chord. When we speak like that, we're talking about triads that are built off of these various scale degrees, 6, 5, 4, for example. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that, this beginning of this packet lays out very clearly these 4 systems of sight singing, and the one that we are using is scale degrees. So now let's go back down. Let's do a bass clef exercise. So here we are in bass clef. Let's go down to, here's a good one, 2.23. This is on page 17 of the packet I gave you. Let me get my pencil back here, 2.23. So we first notice, okay, we're in bass clef. We've got 1 flat, so we've only gone down the circle of fifths once. So we've gone from middle C, we've gone down a fifth to F. Great, we're in the key of F. And here it's nice because we actually start on F, which is scale degree 1. So let's try this exercise together. And even sopranos and altos, don't tune out. Don't fix yourself a martini. Join in and learn how to sing bass clef. Why not? If nothing else, when COVID-19 is all over, if you've learned bass clef for no good reason except your own edification, well, it might not all be for naught. So here's the key of F. Here's scale degree 1. And notice that we start on, what beat of the measure do we start on? So we have our time signature, which is another way of writing 4/4, right? This is often called common time, but it really means 4/4. And we only have 1 quarter note here, so this is not a complete bar of 4/4. Something's missing. Actually, our 3 beats are at the end. So it's properly accounted for. So our piece starts on the pickup, as you might often hear. It starts on beat 4. So it's 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, for example. Okay? So, but let's go back to actually singing it on the notes. We're starting on scale degree 1. So see how this becomes rather confusing. Again, when these numbers are seemingly in conflict, we're starting on beat 4, scale degree 1. Okay? So here's scale degree 1. So I'm going to count off 3 beats. Sing with me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 7, 1, 2, rest. 2, 1, 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, rest. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, rest. 2, 3, 4, rest, rest. 3, 2, 1, rest, rest. Okay, let's do that one more time on the scale degrees. Here's 1 basses, 1, 2, and 1, 7, 2, 1, rest. 2, 1, 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, rest. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, rest. 2, 3, 4, rest, rest. 3, 2, 1, rest, rest. 1, and then it could loop back around, which is why there's this mathematical equalizing of this bar, that we want to make sure if they had written another beat of rests here, it wouldn't be correct, right? They want these 3 beats and this 1 beat at the beginning to add up to a measure of 4/4. Okay? Let's do a harder one. Here's a good one. 2.27. it by default goes to the thickest pencil. So we have two sharps. We're in bass clef. We know that we have gone up the circle of fifths twice, so we've gone from C, we've gone to G, and then we've gone to D. So we're actually now in the key of D, right? D major for now. So if we're in the key of D, notice they haven't provided us the basketball, but the basketball would be there, right? There's our 1. So what scale degree do we start on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to start on scale degree 5. So let's get oriented. Let me go to the piano and center us in D major. You can see how you could actually do these exercises without a piano, because the absolute pitch of saying that you're on the exact pitch, the exact key of D, doesn't really matter for your practice at home. Your piano could be wildly out of tune. Your piano could be a whole half step off, and it really wouldn't matter. The important thing is what's in your head, that you relate these dots on these lines to a numbers and a system that's built up in your head. How it actually sounds, whether this is, or whether it's, right? Those pitches are relatively the same, but absolutely they're not the same, right? This pitch is higher than, but their relationships to one another, sorry, I just wanted to do that. Their relationships to one another are relative to the same, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get into the key of D major. All this to say is you don't have to have a piano to practice this stuff. You don't even have to be singing it on the correct absolute pitch. As long as you're in tune with yourself and these scale degrees are correctly aligned to one another, you are set up for success. But let's go ahead and play this pitch A. Right, so this is 5. So here's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's first count this by rhythm, because this is tricky. So let's first do our 1 and 2 and, okay, etc. So let's speak the rhythm once. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest. And 1, 2, 1 and 2. Rest, rest. And 1 and rest. And 3 and rest. And 1 and 2 and 3. Rest. Phew! I need to do that again. It is confusing, the back and forth from both of these things. Blow those COVID cobwebs out of our heads here a little bit. Let's try it again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. We're not going to speak. The tricky thing is that beat 2 is a rest, right? So we're not going to speak that. So let's try it again. Here we go. Ready, and 1 and 3 and 1 and 2. Rest, rest. And 1 and 2. Rest, rest. And 1 and rest. And 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Rest. One more time. One more time. If you did it perfectly the first time, now you can go make yourself a cocktail real quick and come back. If you need more practice like I do, stick around. Here we go. Ready? And 1 and rest. And 3 and rest. And 1 and 2. Rest, rest. And 1 and 2. Rest, rest. And 1 and rest. And 3 and rest. And 1 and 2 and 3. Rest. So, phew. Okay, so now you start to see where this system of counting the ands, always knowing where you are, 1 and 2, and subdividing eighth notes, as we talked about in previous lessons, becomes really helpful. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and feeling that inner subdivision of eighth notes. Here's my eighth note. Okay? So now that we've got that, the rhythm, let's add the pitch to it. So let me give us our D major one more time. So here's scale degree 5. So let's sing it on the scale degrees now. Here we go. So we're going to start on 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 5. Here we go. 2, ready, and 5, 5, rest. 5, 6, 5, rest. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest, rest. 2, 3, 2, 1, rest, rest. 2, 3, 3, rest. 3, 4, 3, rest. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that again. Here we go, from the beginning. 5, ready, and 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest, rest. 2, 3, 2, 1, rest, rest. 2, 3, 3, rest. 3, 4, 3, rest. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, let's do one more. I'm sure all the altos and sopranos feel very left out, so let's do another treble clef. Let's scroll down and find a hard one. Let's scroll up and find a hard one. There we go. Let's do 2.17. Here we are, 2.17. So they actually tell us here, this is kind of nice of them. Look at that, they tell us the key we're in. How sweet of them. 3 sharps, we're in the key of A, and they've given us, interestingly, they've given us this reference pitch, scale degree 3. Ignore this, ignore that. They've given us scale degree 3. So we actually, to help us figure out that we are starting on scale degree 4. Other thing to notice pretty immediately is we are in 3/4 times. So we have 3 quarter notes per bar. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I apologize for the lag in my speaking versus the picture. There's nothing I can do about it at this moment. Maybe I can lag the audio more so that it lines up, but I don't know how to do that. So we know that this rhythm is going to be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Erase all this. Let's get centered in the key of A. So I'm just going to play the tonic. And I want you to see first if you can find 3. So this is 1. Can you hear 3 in your mind? So just walk up if you need to. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go up one more from 3 to 4. Right? So our piece actually starts on scale degree 4. Here we go. Let's try singing it together. Slowly. 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're oriented. Here's our 1 to our 4. Here we go. 1, 2, singing. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 7, 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2. I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. This isn't too late, but I'm starting to lose it already. Here we go. Let's do that one more time. 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Singing together. Ready, and 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 7, 1, 2, 3. And back to 2, 1, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let us let's call it there for now. And I am going to take a look really quick, see if there's any questions in the comment section. Oh, you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's go to standby. Please stand by. Let me just check and see if anybody has any questions in our comments, and then we'll go to the end here. Excellent. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. Let me get the camera back on. Here we are. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. So what you can do this week is that the Robert Ottman PDF that I gave you will be really helpful. If you want a copy, it is linked on our website, fortwashingtonchurch.org/choir. It's down there in the along with the season schedule, so you can grab that copy for yourself or purchase one at any reputable online retail store. What you can do this week is practice that first section of rhythm, practice that first section of sight singing, go back over what we started to work on together, get through that first chapter 1 and chapter 2, rhythm and initial simple melodies singing on scale degrees. So again, I didn't go all the way there, but eventually the scale degrees are in your head, they're in your mind. So that simple melody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, just becomes Laudamus te, da, da, whatever the text is. Your scale degrees are something you're keeping sort of on the inside, but it helps to orient you and ground you as you're sight singing. So take some time to practice that this week. The book is full of resources. For those of you who are quite advanced at this already, there's some very tricky stuff later on. I didn't even include the entire book because some of it gets so hard, but I'll make more of it available if you like. So let me know. Email me with questions or leave some questions in the comments. And I hope you find this helpful. If there's areas of music theory, musicianship, rhythm, things like that you would like to cover during this time, we're going to be doing this for a little while, folks. So I will probably continue with these classes at least through May, if not into early June. We'll just keep going, as why not? So let me know what you're interested in working on, and we'll work on those things together on Tuesday nights. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you back here next week. Same happening place, same happening time. Have a great night.